You know, Chad, you know, sometimes I just had a 2 hour session. Nowhere near 2 hours. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You know, sometimes you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes you do a thing and it doesn't really work and it's really frustrating. Because you're trying really hard, right? Trying really hard. And you still have to admit to yourself that you have no control over anything that's happening. That is what this is. I have no control whatsoever. So okay, can I please get out of idle mode here? I do need to be in control again if possible. Okay, there we are. We're back. So after that near stream, I thought to myself, hey, you know what? I'm not done. I would like to do a little more. So we're gonna do a thing that I sort of always wanted to do, which is, well, not necessarily Fishing Friday, since it's not Friday yet, but, just like a few streams where I sit down and, sorry, I caught the fish, and I thought I didn't have any space for it, but I did. No, I just wanted to sit here and have the opportunity to just talk to some people as they drop by. Now, will they actually do that? I have no idea. I'll be here for an hour or so fishing, maybe half an hour. I don't know how much time I want to commit here, but after the last stream, I just felt like, that wasn't good, and I don't feel like I'm happy and I'm not done. So I want to do a little bit more. But I don't necessarily want to play a game, I feel like I just want to talk to people. Now the chances are nobody's going to show up. And that's okay. I don't control that. But if I feel inspired, I do want to try and make that thing a reality. And if that means sitting here fishing for an hour with nobody actually dropping by, that's fine. Then I will live with that reality. And I'll just fish. That's fine by me. And I'll just talk to myself for an hour or so while I watch these fish gently glide through the water. That's good enough for me, man. Sometimes you have to admit the things that you just can't control, which is everything. There's nothing in life you can't control. The sooner... Oh no, I released it into the water. Now I have to fish it up again. The sooner you admit it, the sooner you will be free of all that ails you. Well, it's not that easy. The problems people have are very complex, and I can't make it out as if there's a one-size-fit-all solution, even though we wish that were the case. We're trying to get away from the problems of life as much as we can. Most of our life is spent in avoidance. And then it's that avoidance in itself that starts causing issues. More than the suffering that we would be facing otherwise. And that's no good. Can't keep living a life of avoidance. Not gonna get you anywhere. I'm not comfortable sitting here. Like, sometimes. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm having a great time. Sometimes I'm very uncomfortable and I don't really know what to say. And, like, right now is one of those times because there's no real audience to talk to. And I talk anyway. And why do I do that? I couldn't tell you, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel compelled to do it. Maybe. Maybe there's more to it. Whatever it is, I have decided to be here. And I'm gonna do that for a little bit longer. Even though nobody may be here to listen to this, and this will never be made into a video, maybe I'll just delete the entire thing later. But at the end of the day, I want to tell myself, I want to be able to tell myself, hey, I tried. I had an idea, I had an impulse, and I followed it, and I did it. And I'm glad that I did that. That is all. Sometimes that's all you can do. That is really all you can. That's a choice you make. That is not a choice that is made for you. And that is the most important thing. The only thing we have are our choices and our experiences. And sometimes even your choices aren't really your own. It's really complicated. Oh well, it looks like no fish are biting. Maybe I threw it a little too deep. Let's just... Maybe I need to wiggle it around a bit. Make it more interesting and enticing for the fishies. Guess that's not how it works, huh? Man, not even the fish are biting. Oh, that one wanted to, but it decided not to in the end. You know, sometimes it just be that way. Just goes to show all of the things that I can't control. I can't even control these fish properly. Maybe these are not the fish that I'm looking for. I don't know. Oh, these might be the fish. Yeah, okay. I'll try a different lure then. We don't seem to have any of the fish that I wanted to pull up originally. So we'll just go for the smaller ones again. That's okay. My. Yo guys, I don't think any of these fish want to be caught today. Man, but wouldn't it be great to just have a nice little lake to go out on a boat with and just fish? Do that for a few hours. I would really appreciate that silence right now. Alas, I don't have that freedom. There might be. There might be some fishing lakes if I go out into the forest. And I do really appreciate the silence. I have had way too little of it. Living in the middle of town, it's like middle of a, I guess, medium-sized city. There's the noises of trains and ambulances, traffic, my neighbors. It's just noisy all the time, man. It's getting to you. Getting to you. And you start missing being in nature. And I mean, I'm glad I live here, but sometimes I do wish that there was a place I could retreat to where I could enjoy utter silence or just the noise of nature. It would be very soothing. See, I felt inspired to come back live and do this. Even knowing that maybe there would be nobody around, but now I'm wondering, why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? What's the point? I mean, the truth is there is none. And I might just have to train my brain to understand that. So, maybe this is just one of those things that I'll delete and do nothing with. Just to have an experience that shows my brain, hey, not everything needs to have a reason. We don't have to maximize efficiency on every part of life. That's not how life is best lived. Life is best lived when you effectively waste 90% of your effort. Don't worry about wasting it. Do it. At the end, you will realize that 90% of all effort you put into life is wasted anyway. There's nothing that's ever not wasted, which also makes it such that nothing is ever wasted. It's a strange way that life works out. The thing is that the basic nature of life is to be contradictory. And that is why we have such a difficult time understanding it. In admitting to yourself a lot of the things that you feel, you automatically make them easier on yourself. Like the moment you really go in yourself, inside yourself, and try to understand what you're actually believing, and you're honest about it, that is the moment you can start addressing those beliefs. There's nothing you can address if you can't see it. That is what makes changing life so difficult. It is a very difficult task to look at yourself and be honest about things that you used to be ashamed of. There's a lot of self-judgment, and it's difficult to separate from that. Like, a lot of stuff that society, your parents or your schools tell you that you must do, or ways that you must behave. And at the end of the day, none of that is a rule of nature. There is no rule in nature that says that, I don't know, your grades in school determine your worth as a human being. That doesn't exist. That's something we made up. And it's like insane. Just what lengths people go to control others, to manipulate them into believing what they want them to believe. You see that so often. Belief truly is the strongest force that humans have. We try to cling to logic, but logic really is not a tool of change. Logic is a tool of maintenance. And it's very, very weak. Belief can turn you into a terrible zealot. And it can destroy your life as much as it can save it. Very powerful, and that's why it's also dangerous. Very difficult balance to maintain. What's that? It's a trophy for monster walleye, okay. I haven't called a walleye yet, but I'll keep it in mind then. Oh hey, I can unlock like new fishing spots, that's nice. Boats. Yeah, okay, thank you. Oh, man. There... Walleyes exist here, Okay, sure. Go back out on the lake. Do some more fishing until the day is over. Which it will be. Like 30 to 60 minutes. Okay, that's enough. It was a long day. But that being said, after I changed my workplace, every day still pretty much feels like I'm on vacation. I was stressed, but nowhere near as stressed as I had been a year ago. And every time, I keep thinking, wow, that's crazy. I can't catch that, my line is too weak. Yeah, I don't think I can manage those. Anyway. So I'm trying to go to work. I have a day job, and I'm trying to do the whole streaming thing while I do that, and sometimes it's quite difficult to manage. But I do still want to... I don't know why, honestly. I've thought my way through a lot of the original reasons. So it used to be fame, money, much like everyone else is doing this, I guess. I never wanted to play video games for a living, honestly. That's not what that is about. I guess I want to entertain people for a living, maybe? I don't know. Like, connect that there's a part of me that wants to do this, even though I do have a day job that I also have to manage. And it's difficult sometimes to still be here. Like, you come home after 8 hours and you've already worked the entire day, and then I still sit down to edit these videos and shorts. And it's like not easy. But I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm doing something. That I made a choice in my life to add something that is mine. To be creative in some way. To create. And if we get like to 100 subscribers ever, I guess. God. If we do get to 100 subscribers, I'll make a short video to explain. All of these numbers that you see, they have a meaning, and I think the views have the least meaning of all. See, a like is someone whose day has gotten a little better from what I made, from the content that I made. A comment is someone who has sacrificed their precious time to interact with me. And I love answering on these whenever I can. Sometimes people say things where I don't really know what I'm supposed to say or what I'm supposed to do. And that's like fine. But I like to respond to these. Something that I realized when I started looking at comments was that YouTube gives you AI recommendations on what to answer. And I just thought to myself, why would I do that? Interacting with these people is the whole reason I'm doing any of this. Why would I deprive myself of that joy? I guess a lot of creators don't want to deal with their audience and they just want the views. But honestly, having a bunch of views and a bunch of subscribers without interacting with anyone, without interfacing with the human beings behind those views, is completely meaningless. And I wouldn't want any of that. So weird to me. Oh, you can be out here and do this and, like, not love humans. I understand how you couldn't. There's a lot of things, a lot of terrible things that happen in people's lives. I mean, a lot of terrible things that happen in my life, and it's still not like I hate humans. I thought I did. But I have to admit that, actually, not really. Never really did. Difficult thing to realize. This goes against all the things that I believed true about myself. Weird. Yo, can we get some... Can we go to another place, maybe? Seems like I'm having a lot of luck here. No, sometimes I don't know what to say, and I feel compelled to talk more. But I realize that sometimes the silence is fine. It's not like people expect you to fill every second of your streams with talking. Nobody can do that. Like, being honest, I've been watching some of Iron Mouse's streams, I think. And when she's doing gameplay, it's not like she talks any more than I do. In fact, I think she's talking less. So it's not a matter of skill. Just a matter of people choosing to be there. Which is not something that you control at all. And you just have to live with that. Come on. Come on, get up here. Stop fighting. Fighting a lot. Oh man. Last one again. Not strong enough. Okay, sure. You know what? We're going back to our basic bait. I don't think there's any fish. Okay, there's one fish here. No, it's nice to just be fishing for a while. Not having to worry about the gameplay too much. Obviously, it would be nicer if there were people around. Well, you can't have all. You can't have it all. I guess I am complaining a bit, but it's just like really difficult. I know I said that before, but being on YouTube or Twitch or trying to do any of this, there's so much, you know, competition, so many people out there trying to do the same thing for reasons that have nothing to do with the people that watch them. And I'm still out here trying to think of what I even want to achieve. And I couldn't even tell you that. Couldn't even tell you that. Great. Or fish. I completely lost my previous thought. I have no idea what I even talking about. I mean, I guess sometimes it's okay to not talk at all. I'm talking a lot during the near stream, and I feel like maybe I was overdoing it a little bit because I was really pushing on enunciation because I was watching back the other streams, near gameplay, when I was editing those into videos, and I found that in a lot of these I wasn't happy with the way that I expressed myself. It sounded very... It just didn't sound engaging at all. And that is something that I want to change. I don't want to sit here and mumble and just not be interesting to listen to. That's something that I just want to avoid. But also I haven't really settled into a comfortable volume, a comfortable pace of speaking yet. And I often get very insecure and unsure about what to say. And then I doubt myself, and in the middle of the sentence I will start questioning if I'm putting it together correctly. Or if I'm correctly expressing what I want to say. And that insecurity just makes it harder to speak sometimes. No, to be fair, it's not my first language either, but still. It does make it quite difficult. I wonder if it would be okay to just sit here and fish in silence for a while. Wonder if it would bother anyone. I mean, I can't imagine. If there's nobody there, then nobody can be bothered. Right? That just... And even if people are dropping by, even if someone randomly joins the stream, you often get people that are there for 6 seconds, 20-second tops before they tune out again. So whether or not you speak usually doesn't make a difference. It is not like you could hold them any longer than you already are. And that's just how it is. Just how attention works. It is ludicrously difficult to hold attention. And it's not people's fault. There's just too much stuff out there. When you're bombarded by media 24/7, by notifications and messages and ringtones and whatnot, when you have messages coming in from 15 different channels at every hour, in every waking hour of your day, then what are you supposed to do? It's not your fault. You have been raised that way. You have been conditioned that way by the modern world. They want your attention like that, because that's how they make their money. That's how they bind you to their platform. That's how YouTube does it. But Twitch does it, all of them. And don't feel bad about your attention span, man. It's not your damn fault. Come on, get over here. This one is so nasty. What is it talking about? Attention span, right? Yeah, we're being conditioned by a world of high-paced, short-form content. And the more we cram into those short periods of time, shorter our attention span will grow. Well, to do anything about it, you have to actively work against it, but who does that? Who can really be bothered if their life is already that difficult? And often we're just looking for relief. Some way to forget for a second about how difficult the day is. And what we're going to have to go through again tomorrow. Not easy. It's okay to look for distraction. Whether or not you want it to stay that way, that's up to you. No, man, there isn't really anything biting, is there? That doesn't seem to be a great day for fishing. Let's go out a little further on the lake, see if it's any better there. I like how even the bots on Twitch stopped coming. If you're streaming on Twitch, usually the only thing you're getting is bots. I would go as far as to say that Twitch is currently the singular worst experience that you can have as a new streamer. Twitch probably is the most miserable streaming experience right now. Like, not only do you get pre-roll ads and a ton of other ads on everybody's channel, if you're a small streamer and you're streaming yourself, you have no exposure whatsoever. On YouTube, it might not be that much either, and the more obscure your game is, the less exposure you will have. But you're getting something. I'm getting something out of YouTube, even if it isn't much, but I appreciate it. On Twitch, absolutely nothing but bots. Absolutely nothing but people trying to sell you their services. And bots. It's miserable. Forget about Twitch, man. Forget about Twitch. Twitch is done, dude. I can't afford a new rod yet. I have to go out and fish more. Man, I wanted that new rod, though. Wow, the ducks are flying in the V formation. How pretty. Difficult to think of other things. Or maybe I just don't need to. Maybe I just need to not think at all. You know, it's kind of therapeutic to just sit here and talk to yourself and vent all of the thoughts I had. It would be even better to write them down, probably, but it's fine doing it in this form. And I'm still going to watch this over again when I might want to edit it into something. I still don't know if I'm gonna do that even. It's not gonna be a video, surely. It's probably just gonna be a few shorts. And that'll be good enough for me. Probably 2 or 3 in here somewhere. Ah, brown trout. Sure. Got a chair. Lean back and I wanted to buy a new one. I wanted to do that today, but I forgot. Like, I have the money now. And I'm out of my trial. Like, you have trial periods and jobs here where you can just quit whenever, and people can quit you whenever they want within the first 6 months of a job or so. But those are over now, and they can't do that as easy anymore. Like, at least 3 months before they can throw me out now. Even if I were to lose my job, I'd still have enough money to get around. I would get unemployment benefits, which isn't that bad with my current salary. Oh, come on. Is the fish so... Fine. Be that way, then. Can you at least get in here? Why are all of you so nasty today? There we are. Another trout for the collection. Go trout. Please get over here. You know, I wrote in the title that I'd be listening to chat's problems, but really all that I'm doing is working through my own problems, if they could be called that. I don't really have problems. I'm working a lot. Been doing a lot of good work on my life, and I feel like I got it under control now, which is nice. No, I don't have. I'm slipping into the fallacy of thinking that I have control, which I don't. I'm doing okay. You don't have to have control to do well. Or rather, I'm mistakenly thinking that I have control over the aspects of my life that I have no control over. It's like, you have control over some stuff, but the things that life keeps throwing at you, you don't control any of that. You also don't control any of your outcomes. Like, will I still have a job tomorrow? I don't know. Even if I do the best work in the entire company, I could still be fired for some internal political reasons that I don't understand. Maybe the building burns down and suddenly nobody has a job anymore, or we get hacked and all of our data gets stolen. Maybe they need to cut costs and they just fire the newest guy. Doesn't matter how good I am, there's always a chance that I'm fired. Doesn't matter what I do. And it's the same way with most things in life. It's the same with most outcomes. It's the same with all outcomes. There's nothing you can do to have any guarantee. Ever. And the sooner you accept it, the easier you will live. I'll tip the guy. You're welcome, man. Can I change the rod now? I don't know. See, I made this stream on impulse, and I don't know if I still think there's no point to it. I secretly hoped that I had a good idea and someone would be there to watch it. And I had hoped that something would come out of it because I felt inspired to do it, but I'm starting to realize that that really isn't the case. There is nobody. It's an entirely lonely affair. And that's just how it is. Wasted effort, like I said. It's not bad. It's wasted. I don't know what I'm hoping for. Why even have more? Why even hope for any sort of success? I don't even understand it myself. What is there in success? Point. How does success... Well, I mean, it does make your life better. Sometimes objectively. Sometimes not. Hard to tell. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I can't see any of that. Never mind. So it seems as though success is impossible to claim when you're chasing it. Even though for me it used to be a matter of chasing control. My entire life feels like it's been one function of trying to gain control. Start to finish. But I can't. In fact, I decided to go for the one thing that is the least likely to succeed. Streaming on the internet is the most volatile thing that you could possibly do. It is like the lowest chance of success and it has the least amount of control of anything that you could strive for. I guess deep inside I already knew. Or maybe I wanted to take this thing that nobody has control over and make it mine and prove to the world that, hey, I do control my life. I have control over my success. When in reality, I never did. But honestly, if I have no control whatsoever, then it also doesn't matter what I do. I can just go There we are. Find strength in any of this. Oh god, that's really big though. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. No. None of that is doing it, man. I don't think I'm getting anywhere. Man, I put my money on that rod and it didn't do anything. Well, I got a walleye. It's something, right? Come on. Come on now. Come to me. Come to me, fish. You know you want to. Come on. What are you doing? Being really annoying. Alright, you get over here now. Come on. It's so close to the boat. Yeah, we got some more now. Alright, everyone. Yeah, okay. I'm out of smart things to say, honestly. I think I just shut up now. Until someone else drops by to say something of value. I think, like, I haven't exhausted all of the things of value that I could say. I could honestly still say a lot, but my mind's kind of in a very specific space, and I would need someone to... I would need someone to get me into a different headspace, I guess. Always other people, you know. You just can't do it by yourself. There's like whole professions that try to avoid contact with other people based on whatever experience they made in life. And yet, the entirety of human civilization and everything that we have built is fundamentally based on the interaction between human beings. You just can't do it without it, man. No matter what kind of skill you're trying to gain, it doesn't matter if you can't deal with other people. Because social skill is the most fundamental. Social skill is the most fundamental skill of all. If you don't have that, then nothing else you do matters. Or rather, it might matter, but not as much as you will think. Honestly, I'm not sure if this is a good idea anymore. Being over here waxing poetically. And really only doing it to get more material for shorts. I think I genuinely should just delete the entire thing. Leave it up for a few days, and then if nobody wants to see it at all, I'll just take it out. Take it out the back, get rid of it, fine. Nothing of value will be lost, man. Oh my god, are you serious? I already increased my line strength by ludicrous amounts, and I still can't catch these? I'm doing something wrong, I just don't know. There we are. It's better. Hello, fish. You know what would be funny? It would be funny if I realized that the microphone wasn't working the entire time, or the stream wasn't even on, and I did all of this for absolutely nothing. I'm very agitated again. Like, there's a restaurant above me, and I know that they have to work, but like, hearing that noise every single day has been wearing me down a lot. And it's like, man, I'm so agitated. Maybe it's an autistic feature that I'm so agitated by noise, but God. And now with the knowledge of my inability to control any of it, it's like, that doesn't make it any better. It's very tough. Everything's just very tough right now. You know what? I'm just gonna fish now. I'm just gonna fish and not care about... What's they gonna care? I don't think I'm in the right mind space to not care about anything that I want, man. Why do I want them? This fish is horrible, man. Come on. There we are. Very big walleye at least. Are we gonna... Am I going to finish it here, or am I going to run another round of fishing? Oh, that is the question. I don't know. I think maybe that's enough, right? I think I did all that I came here to do. Saying absolutely nothing of value. And it's like fine to leave it here, probably. Brown trout, L. Very big. I don't know if I can catch that. I can increase the storage a little bit. I can go anywhere else. No, I can have to get the license to go there. The private lake, that's nice. Oh, never mind, that's fine. I don't need to do any of that. Yeah, give me metric, please. That's okay. We'll just let it do whatever it wants. I can just put this on idle, let it fish. Not that I'd really want to. Is there ever anyone here? No. 4 people drop by. With an average view duration of 1 minute and 17 seconds. I find it a little sad. Nobody really felt like talking at all. Then again, it's just 4 people, so I guess it doesn't matter much. I would have liked it to be more. What does the number really say? Let's see, it could be 1,000 without a single person saying anything. Maybe. Who knows? Well, yeah, I think that would be all then, right? Oh, another person, but... So, was this worth it? Was this all I expected it to be? What did I expect? I thought it might be a good idea. I thought maybe there would be some interest, but I think I was wrong about that. I thought maybe there's some point to it. Maybe my inspiration had some... Maybe my inspiration had some meaning to it, but You know, sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you're just wrong. There was an expectation. There's always an expectation when you see anyone drop in. When you see a viewer count go up and there is a chance that someone comes in and leaves a comment or whatever. And you have someone to talk to, but generally that doesn't happen. Like I said, the average view duration of this is 13 seconds now. And that is very consistent with the amount of attention that people nowadays have. I think that's okay. It is way more than I expected it would be, honestly. I expected nothing with how intensely obscure this game is. And how intensely obscure this channel is. You can't have any expectation about it. I did, secretly. Everybody has. When they go out here, they go live, go and stream a game, they have a secret expectation of something happening. They try to control where they can't control. You can't control if anyone sees your content. You can't control if anyone decides to stay and watch it. You can't control if anyone subscribes to you. You can't control if anyone comments. You can't do anything. You can't even control if anyone stays. Right now, what do we have? We have 37 subscribers. Tomorrow we might have 0. Tomorrow we might have 0, or we might have 3,000. It can happen in a heartbeat, like that. You never know. Will I even know that I'll be alive tomorrow? No, absolutely not. Like, any random thing could kill me. Any random thing could end anyone, honestly. Like, imagine. Just imagine how weak a human being is. Now imagine you spend 20 hours, like what is a big number? What is a big number to be spending in the gym? Imagine you spend like 5 days a week at the gym. Just to craft your Sigma physiology. To be all muscle, to be the strongest out there. And then some idiot with a screwdriver comes and stabs you between the ribs and you die. A child could do it. That's how weak you are. It doesn't matter how many muscles you have. It doesn't matter how tall you are. It doesn't matter how trained you are. It doesn't matter what martial arts you know. You are still weak. You are still terribly weak. A child could do it. A bacterium could do it, which is literally the weakest being alive. It's so easy to kill a person. And we think ourselves so strong. We don't know anything. This is a very interesting statistic. Like sometimes you have viewers here. Sometimes you have nothing. It keeps going up and down. Like, quite interesting. This 4. I don't know. Must have been 5. But what does it really matter? And I'm just letting it idle now. While I'm looking at all these people. It's still hard to accept. I know that there's but I've been there. I think I'm good. Just have to let the ping come. I know I should be ending this, but I kind of don't want to. And I don't even know why. Maybe it's because I'm still secretly hoping that someone else will see it and some sort of growth will happen. like quietly hopeful. It's already been an hour, actually. I didn't mean to be here for that long. This man's just fishing. He's really trying. Trying just about as hard as I was. When is the schedule? Oh, it's like 10. Right, right. Yeah, it's still... I've scheduled them all at 10. Because I realized that most of my audience is US based anyway, so I'm releasing at US times now. Which is fine for me. I don't need to look... I don't want to look at it anymore. I want it to do well. I want my channel to do well, but really, what can I do about it? There's like so much work that went into it already. But all of the work, and you never get any guarantees. Even after 5 years, you have no guarantee of anything. It's a bitter pill to swallow. I don't want that. Been a few. It's like dropping in randomly. They're just fishing. People who really like fishing. And I appreciate that because I too like fishing. It makes me wonder, is there really any chance to grow in this space? Is there really anything that I can do? And I come to the conclusion that there's no point in worrying about it. I keep sitting here thinking, hey, I want to turn some of these moments into shorts, but in doing this, in doing that, I keep sabotaging myself. Because when I do this, I cannot be genuine. And I cannot be authentic, and I shoot myself in the foot. Because I know that the authenticity, the authentic moments that I can't stage, things that happen randomly, without warning, the reactions that I didn't plan out, that I don't think about, those are really the ones that make for the best content, and that's the ones that I want to make. But in order to do that, I need to stop worrying about it. But I can't force myself to worry about it. So the only real way is to be honest and say, yeah, I'm worrying about that. I do worry about it. I want this to do well. I do want something out of it. I don't just want it to be wasted time, or like what I consider wasted time, right? But in the end, I don't really know. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. We still at 37 or 38 at 1,000. 5 or 0. All of these things could happen. All of it. All of it is a possibility. And you know, I might just have to stop and distance myself from this for a little bit. Or maybe for a long bit. Prepare a bunch of videos, prepare a bunch of shorts, put them all out there, and then just leave. Leave and like really think about, really contemplate and feel my way through what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and how I want to go about it. Because the way I'm doing it right now, I feel like I sabotage myself by actively going against the content that I want to make. I don't want to keep doing that. By the way, how does it look if I just take that away? You know, whatever. Oh, hello. Hello, Surfem. Can you soothe my worries and tell me that you are not a bot or one trying to sell me a service of art or commissions? If you are a bot or someone trying to sell me a service, OG Taytech account. What does that mean? What is Taytech? Taytech. I'm only finding musical artists. Ah. An OG Twitch account. Well, thank the Lord. Thank you for being real. I was just having a huge rant about how Twitch is over and done, and it's a terrible experience for all of its pre-roll ads and all of the small streamers who are trying to do anything. But you know, I guess every single person is appreciated. Every single person who is real. I never sell, I only buy. Well, I have nothing to sell you. I have nothing to give either, except attention. Which is very rare. Attention and understanding and compassion, maybe. I was meant to play this, but now I'm just watching the fisherman pull up his fish. I'm on a journey to relax. Oh, that's good. Has life demanded relaxation? Has it been stressful? It has been. Yes. Yes, I know. I know how it is. I've experienced burnout last year, and now I'm fine. See, the good thing about burnout is that now that I changed my job, I go to the office every day thinking, damn, this feels like a vacation. It's like a little stressful, but never even near as much as it used to be. It's kind of nice. Agreed. On your way away from burnout. That's great. I'm glad you have escaped burnout hell. It's really rough. I don't know how everyone else's experience is, but for me it was just like I woke up one day and I was lying in bed and I thought to myself, I can't go to work. I just can't. I will do anything in my power to not have to go there. If I have to go to the doctor and lie about it, I don't care. I am not going there today. And then I talked to my doctor, and it turned out well, it didn't turn out, but he told me to take off 2 weeks. which was probably still in the low end for a burnout, but at the same moment I decided to quit my job. And I did that immediately after I got back. I had nothing else lined up. I had backup plans, but they weren't really good. It was a terrible idea. It was a huge risk, but it paid off immensely. I wouldn't recommend anyone do this. It's horrible. It's incredibly stupid. And you can really only do that when you're in IT and you know that you're going to find something. And even then, it's not that easy anymore. But hey, found a new job, far away from where I used to be, moved to a new place, and I'm doing great now. I'm working even more than I used to, and it doesn't bother me at all. But sometimes it's just the circumstances that you have to change. Sometimes it's yourself. Sometimes it's both. Oh, also have fun with League. Personally, I don't think I ever had fun with League, but I know a lot of people who do, so... Cheers to you. Cheers to all the Yordle players. My cultured estimation goes out to you. Is that even a word? I don't know. I hold you in high esteem. It is crazy. It's crazy what you can pull out of your butt if you even have one person to give you sort of an impulse, a little bit of inspiration. Really, the best content is created from collaboration, not between streamers, but between streamers and their audience. Well, I love Dug Dug so much. I just feel like he's the only one who uses this medium to its full potential. Great. But I still have to find my own niche as well. I'm trying. A lot of effort that goes into it. That's fine. I don't mind. And just having one person drop by remembers, I remember, it doesn't remembers me. Just having a single person drop by and write something reminds me of why I'm doing this. Because just having one person, just one singular real human being makes this so rewarding. Even if the number of followers was 1 million, or the number of subscribers was 1 million, it wouldn't matter if there was nobody I could interface with. I don't know what to say. Essentially, I just love human beings. That was very difficult. A very difficult childhood. That is okay. I don't know how much I'm going to be rambling on about. For how long I wanted to stay. It is already quite late, but you see, just one person. One person makes me think, hey, I'm gonna do a little bit more. Just a little more. Stretch your capacities. I hope you're having a victorious game. Okay, as this guy was here idly fishing, I think I'm gonna try and cast the line myself. Wait, what do we even have equipped? Little guppy. I would like to catch a few of these. Wait, these are very large. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, don't have the appropriate rod for that, that's fine. Lure is too big. Okay. What is surprising me is that the interaction that I've seen is from Twitch and not YouTube. Like, I made the experience that YouTube is a lot better for this stuff. There's a lot more people just dropping in because the exposure is higher. But also the attention span seems to be lower, I'm not sure. I guess the audience for Twitch is just different, and if you have someone drop in, then they're more likely to stay a little bit longer because they're there for the streams. If you're on YouTube, you have a lot of people that watch the shorts, and then their attention span is 20 seconds. The burnout has been a lot of brain fog and super tired always, teeth grinding while awake, and tense head and jaw. Yeah, those sound like common symptoms as well. That's really tough. I'm sorry about that. Tired. I get the brain fog. I think I had that too. I'm not sure if I was tired more so than exhausted. There was a little bit of a nuance there for me at least. I managed to get good sleep because I sort of had to. And I didn't drink any caffeine, which helped. But yeah, I get the tightness and the brain fog. It was really, really difficult to do anything else. And the problem then was because... Oh yeah, fine, I'll use a different lure. Fine then. Fine. The problem then was, because I wanted to do something else, I realized, okay, after work I can't do anything. I'm not going to be capable of making a change. So anything that helped to change my life circumstances I had to do before work. So for a while, I would get up at 4:30, meditate for half an hour, start studying for an hour, write on my resume for half an hour and apply to jobs, and then go to work. And that certainly didn't help with the whole burnout thing. But it certainly did help with finding a new job. So, part of the burnout was self-inflicted, admittedly. But at that time I already felt as if I had to make a change. And I had committed to that change, even though it was very painful. And I still don't feel as if I advanced terribly far in life. But I guess even just the fact that I am here, doing this right now, going out to be seen by people, engaging in something that is highly volatile and impossible to control, already shows that there's been sort of a change. A few years ago, it would have been unthinkable to be in front of a camera. Much less be seen potentially by hundreds at some point. But there was something that made me want to face my fears. So I did that. Now the fear is turning more and more into something that I want to do. Even if there's still a lot of insecurity. Oh, come on, fish. You're way too big for this. I'm over here. Slowly now. Working really hard on these fish too. Come on, man. Man, I always loved fishing. I wish I could do fishing Fridays and just fish the entire evening. But there are usually a few, like, unspoken commitments I still have with friends on Fridays. And I sort of want to honor them for a while. If we ever get to the point where there's, I don't know, whatever an appropriate number of followers or subscribers is, if we get to that point, and there are more people coming by regularly for other stuff, then I might consider just taking the Fridays and making those a thing. And be brutal with the commitments I have with others. Right now, I don't think there's a point. There's also no point in really making a schedule or anything. I think one thing is you have to actually take care of yourself. That is true. Taking care of yourself, I think, can mean different things, and I do have to think about that a little bit. Yeah, taking care of yourself is, of course, treating yourself with compassion. Obviously, like being good to yourself, taking care of your body, taking care of your mental health and whatnot. Yeah. Nurture yourself in all ways. That's a good way to put it, I think. Like, sometimes taking care of yourself will be difficult. Sometimes it means doing things that you don't really want to do. And then the challenge is to not push yourself to doing them. Which is possible, but it's like really difficult and sort of paradoxical even. But you know, I think it is possible. I think one of the best examples is the act of sitting with yourself. Emotions in general cannot be ignored. They cannot be suppressed. They have to be felt at some point. You have to process them. They will catch up to you. You can decide to suppress them for your entire life, but they will catch up eventually. And if you sit with yourself and you do that for long enough, you will find a lot of stuff coming up that you try to avoid or suppress. At least that's what it's like for most people. I don't want to be presumptuous and say it's the same for everyone. And maybe some people are just okay with their internal environment. But mostly there are subconscious things that just tend to resurface. And then you sit there and you have to deal with that. And all of the things you've been trying to avoid with the video games, the short form content, the adult material, all of that resurfaces. And then you sit there with things that you were never equipped to deal with. It's tough. But it's really healing too. Because at the end of all of that, what is left is going to be relief. And that relief is the best feeling in the world. And paradoxically, no relief can exist without pain. Or suffering, I guess. Well, I'm not sure in what ways those two are different. It's like there is sort of a difference. Oop. Fish, can you please fight? I'm trying. I'm really trying here. I'm really trying my best, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Oh no. I think I've lost my fisher's touch. This is really sad. This is so sad, you guys. I feel like this is getting better the longer it goes. I was still undecided if I wanted to hit on YouTube after I'm done with this and just delete it to train myself to not worry too much about the outcome of what I'm doing, but maybe I won't, maybe I will. There's a lot of videos and scripts I have deleted because I was trying to figure out over the last year what I wanted to do. And at some point I just realized, well, what I want to do is the live streaming. I don't know how good I'm going to be at that. I don't know how successful, I don't know how sustainable that's gonna be, but that is the thing that I had most fun with, even if it is borderline impossible to have that take off in any way. But you know, I'm still keeping at it. You're only stubborn until you do it, and then you're determined. Stubbornness only lasts as long as you're not successful. After that, it becomes determination. Oh, fish. Just jump right into the boat, thank you. That is, in fact, what I wanted. None of these fish seem to want to be biting. No, there we are. Oh no, actually. He didn't want to after all. And it's like a lot later than it usually is. I would have usually gone to bed already, but there is a holiday tomorrow. So at least I don't have to go to work. And I'm on vacation for a week. I still don't know what to do with that vacation. I just took it because I didn't want to work from July to December straight without a vacation. But I have no real use for it. Guess I'll just use it for introspection. A lot of stuff I still think about. A lot of rediscovered childhood experiences thought forgotten and need to be reframed and processed. A lot of work still to do on editing. I still want to take some of the streams that I did and edit them into videos until I have enough material for at least Christmas, maybe, so I can sit back and take my distance from that channel for a little bit, so I can get a healthy perspective on the numbers again. Like, I feel like I want to ignore them, but it's very tempting for any human being to look at numbers and equate them with growth. Or success in some way. But I find it's almost sabotaging me, what I actually want to do. Just be genuine. When the view count and the subscriber count doesn't matter as much. And the only thing that matters is like someone showing up. Easy to forget when it doesn't happen. But whenever it does happen, it makes me want to just do a little bit more. Right now. I think I'm repeating myself. I'd already said that, but you know, whatever. Repetition is the best teacher. Even if I sometimes just repeat it to myself. Come on, fish, just one more. Why are none of you guys And none of you guys are ready to bite. Maybe these are just too big. There we are. I don't think I can catch that, actually. That is too strong and too long. Hello, fish. You please bite? No? Okay. Sorry for bothering you. I don't even know what to do tomorrow. I want to... I think part of tomorrow it's just going to go into editing, then maybe another part is going to go maybe into studying again. I haven't done that in a while. I still wanted to earn one of those certificates, and even though there's not a lot of value in those, presumably, I still want something to prove that I have the skill that I'm using for my job right now. I really don't have that. I don't have a degree, computer science or anything. I mean, you don't really need one for system administration work, but still, some proof would be nice. Never had any degrees for the things that I was working at. I used to be a developer and it was entirely self-taught. And I guess at this point, after like 6 or 7 years of job experience, I'm not sure if it matters anymore. And nobody's going to want to see my degree anymore. They just say, oh yeah, he's been working at a cyber security operations center for a few years and is a full-stack developer for 5, so... yeah, this guy probably knows what he's talking about. A small portfolio would help, but not entirely necessary either. Alright, we're gonna do one more round of this. Then I will see how I'm feeling about life in general. And the prospect of getting up tomorrow. Which I'm generally okay with. At least I don't have to get out of bed at like 5 or 6 a.m. Nice sometimes. Oh, not the right bait, I think. Maybe I want to put walleyes. Crankbait, brown trout. Any brown trouts here? Not these ones, I think. Oh wait, I think I know what these are. Ace, right? Are these? Okay. There we are. I still have food. Oh, I literally just made a bunch of chicken breasts. That should be okay for tomorrow. I can't buy anything on the holidays. I have to head out on Saturday. It's so busy last few weekends. It was like barbecue party, and there was a birthday party. Then Wednesday there was a D&D session. Then tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, on Saturday there's another party. After that, I think I'm free for a bit. I need to order a chair though. Like, this one is not bad, but I still like something to sit on a little more comfortably. And yeah, I know those gaming chairs are not the best, but we have one of those at work, and I can sit on those quite easily. Like, it's easy to sit on them for extended periods of time. It works for me. I know ideally you'd want to get one of those really good Herman Miller ones, but I'm not ready to shell out 2,000 euros for one right now. I am just not ready for that. Hi. Are you base? Or maybe base? No, I think those are walleyes, actually. Whoop, there we are. So that's much better. I think so. I still wanted to write a journal entry for today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that still. Although I've Havin. What the hell was I about to string together there? What sort of grammar is that? I have written a journal entry today. I haven't written anything about my realizations and action on control. On having control and agency in life. Which is another paradox. Oh, come on. Fighting. There we go. No! I missed it. What? How are you still fighting, fish? Become caught, please. Oh, this is really difficult right now. I didn't expect that to be so engaging. Please, just get pulled out of the water. I think it's enough now. The large one, though. That is something. Okay, I'm gonna go and sell the fish now. That's all of the fish that I can carry. My small boat. Boaty McBoatface. It's not nearly as much money as I hoped, but, you know, it's fine. Oh, actually. Base, that walleye was kind of nice. Huh? And that thing. Catch more walleye, but it's an XL walleye, so I'd need the better rod for it too. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna take another look at all of the other metrics here. What actually doing absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing going on. But you know, sometimes absolutely nothing is just fine. Is completely okay. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. Alright, I think that's gonna be my last round of fishing. It has already lasted longer than I meant it to. But I'm glad. I'm glad not for the first hour or so that I did this, but I'm glad for the last 20 to 30 minutes where I actually had a reason to stay, to try, do my best. So thank you very much for being here. I think in the end it was worth it, even though initially it didn't feel like it. I hope everybody, and in particular Sir Fem, has a good night. Take care of yourself. Like, comment, sublurb, and all of those good things that I have to say for legal reasons. Which is not true at all. But I will see you, hopefully, so God will, in the next one. So goodbye. See you then.